Coach Lauderdale, we're here with the Mortimer Jordan Blue Devils. Who'd you bring with you today, Coach?
We've all 4 guys got voted to be our representatives today. On the end down there, we got senior linebacker Cruz Boyd, senior linebacker Asa Bolden, senior running back Parker Reno, and senior H-back / tight end Levi Madrid.
Coach, just talk a little bit about your team and just offensively about your quarterback and what do you plan to do this season?
I won't get into too much talking of the past. We do bring 6 back from last year. We were really kind of young last year on offense. We bring back more on offense this year. We bring back 6 returners, 7 that got playing time. We'll play some of the offensive line guys up front. Had a few injuries, got banged this round last year, so some of these guys got a little bit of experience last year, but these 2 gentlemen played significant playing time. Offensively, we would be spread, but we'll add more power concepts this year, be a little more multiple. I came in May, we hired an offensive coordinator. He didn't get there till June. The offensive line coach didn't get there till June. The wide receivers coach didn't get there till June. So in regard to installation time, I know you may think that 6 to 8 weeks is a lot of time. It's really not a lot of time when you think about the 6A world that we compete with and trying to get things organized and together in 6 weeks to play a ball game. So it'll be pretty multiple. Blaze Neely, play quarterback, he'll be back for us. Tanner Rice, outside receiver. Jacob Cawley, outside receiver. Casey Reno, outside receiver. Those guys move around. And these 2 guys, like I said, played a lot more on the interior. Blaze and Tanner Rice have taken the majority of the reps this summer at quarterback. We look to be a little more multiple, a little more confident, a little more mature on offense from that perspective that you mentioned.
Parker, talk a little bit about your offense from your perspective.
I've played every single position now at offense. Started off as center, moved to tight end, now running back. And so kind of learning all those different things, seeing how they all gel together. I think we've got a really good team. We've got people that have played together their entire lives. A lot of my best friends are on the football team. And to see a brotherhood, a camaraderie, maybe didn't get it last year as much because we're trying to make a name for ourselves, but we've helped make a name, and now it's about playing team football and really just doing what it requires and kind of being versatile. Everybody's going to get the ball. It's not a one man. It's not going to be me. It's not going to be him. It's going to be everybody getting it and everybody getting an opportunity to show how well we are and how much we've grown over this offseason.
Levi, what's your thoughts on that offense this season?
I'm going to have to agree with Parker. We're returning a lot of guys that played a lot last year. It's like a family. We've all played together our whole lives. A lot of my best friends have played with me my whole life. And I think we're going to be really solid this year on the side of the ball. Our quarterback's really good. Our O-line's returning. All getting bigger, stronger. We look really solid on that side of the ball.
Is there things the offense does to hang out during the summertime that grow a little closer together?
Yes, sir. Every year, me and him and the majority of the guys that play, we go to the pool multiple times throughout the summer. Every year we have like a little get together at his house, get pizza, hang out, and we all hang out all the time. I mean, small town, we make it work. We all hang out together.
I'm just looking defensively, point-wise. Y'all kind of gave up a few last year. What have you done to shore that up?
We'll let these young men talk if they need to. You're just second passing them. But again, I think we had 7 returners on defense last year. We got off. The schedule is fairly difficult. It's a difficult schedule, and I think that replacing a lot of those seniors that had started in the linebacker and the defensive core up front from the year before, it took a minute to grow. It took a minute to grow into that. I think we got off to a little bit of start, but I do know this, as the season went along, that went down. And in the last few weeks, that started falling off. And I think it got to the point where it's confidence. And when you know how to do something, you're more confident. And I think with those kids that we replaced last year, it took them a minute to grow that confidence. That's why I hope that on this side of the ball, some of these guys that got that experience last year, it won't take as long gain that confidence. But we have installed a few different multiple looks to kind of more, let's say, fit our personnel a little better this year and what we look like and what we're going to try to achieve, rather than maybe just saying we're going to be a 3-4 team up front, we're going to run cover 3 on the back end and run match coverage. We've changed that to kind of fall into meeting what they're best at, because football is a game of matchups, and we're going to try to take and find this year what our advantages are on defense and make that matchup work for us. And, you know, without getting too deep into the actual nuts and bolts of it, that's more what our concept's going to be. Not going to be a cookie cutter defense. It's going to be more what is our matchup that week. How can we play better than the other team? How can we play better on defense early in the season?
Coach, when you come to play a team like Parker, and you guys are sort of undersized and things like that, how do you keep your team sort of motivated to know that they're playing a top, best team in 6A, and then come around and just play your next week? How do you, keep them focused on, just getting through that?
Well, I will say that really these guys don't think about size, and I don't want to go coach speak on here, but really for us, we're not a very big team, and that's on any side, either side of the ball or any of the young. We've got a few kids that are big, larger, but what we may have 5 of other teams in 6A, so we may have 10 or 12. But what we do have, and this is for real, is we do have a lot of heart. And how do I motivate them? I just hope that family that they're competing for each week, the Blue Devils, that family that's in that locker room, I hope it's enough to not have fear. I hope it's enough that you can go out there and compete, whether you think on paper you're an underdog or whether you on paper are undersized. That really doesn't matter, because it's not who you play, it's how you play. And sometimes the breaks will go your way, and you play hard enough, long enough, something may go your way whether or not you're the biggest team or not. Now, at the end of the day, a lot of times you may take the numbers of it and the statistics of it, and the team's just going to finally wear you down and you run out of gas. Well, that's all right. That's all right. If you walked off there and you gave it every drop that you had, and you can all look each other in the face in the locker room and hug each other and say, we gave it our best, brother, and then that's how we're going to do it the next week, too.
Asa, what do you see in your defense this season?
I see a lot of people that really want to play. It's going to fly around, hit hard, hit long, and just be dogs. That's all we do.
I would like to agree with Asa. It's a bunch of dogs. Probably one of the smallest defenses, but you gonna feel us for sure. We're probably gonna be the most physical defense that any team sees this season. So, yeah.
We hope that. And we hope that's what they hang their hat on, is being physical and disciplined, and showing tremendous effort for each other. And I hope that the young men have confidence in themselves no matter what. And then you line up on Friday nights and Thursday nights, and then you get out there and you cut it loose and you put all that hard work in for an entire summer, and then it happens within a 3-hour period on a Friday night. And you just always hope and pray that they walk out there and they perform to the best of their ability, and they walk off healthy and hold their heads high.
Parker, when you hit the field on a Friday night, what are some of your thoughts now being a senior, and you've seen other guys come through the program. Now you're one's going to be a senior. What's sort of going to be your thoughts when you go out there first Friday in August?
Well, one thing I think Mortimer Jordan has built his legacy on is legacy. I would say that you look at it, a lot of us, I would say, I have an uncle, he broke records as a running back. My dad, offensive lineman, played. I have a cousin that was on the 2019 team. And you just look at that, and I think about the legacy. I think about going out there, making your family proud, making the community proud. Got to be a chance, a starter, talking about the past a little bit, 2 years ago on that 8-2 team, and the community rallied around. And so that's what you see on those Friday nights and Thursday nights, that everybody comes. I'm thankful for our fan base. You look at it, I think we're one of the best traveling fan bases around. We Fort Payne last year, hour and a half, 2-hour drive, and the stadium was almost full. We had a almost full student section, and the main thing I try to think is playing for the community, playing for the name on the front, Jordan. That's what I think about.
Levi, what about you?
With it being my last year, I'm just going to really try and soak everything in, not take anything for granted. Each Friday night, I'm going to go out there and fight with my brothers and for the name on my jersey. I played football for the past 8 years of my life, and I don't want to take anything for granted. I'm going to soak every moment in with my friends, my best friends, my brothers, and I'm going to do it all for them, for the name on my jersey.
Asa, when you go to Fort Payne and you see all those students there, what's that mean to you?
It means a lot knowing that we got a big fan base, a lot of people supporting us, and just,
Yeah, it just means everything that we have such a good community that will, take a 2-hour drive just to see us play. It just means a lot. It means everything.
Coach, what do you see in your region this year?
It's competitive. I mean, you got state champion come out of there. You've got Homewood. Enough said really in the history of Homewood High School. You got Parker, you got Homewood. Minor is a good playoff team. They've done a great job over there. And Jackson Nolan, coach. And, Gardendale, of course, on the schedule. And I'm trying to go through all these teams. Woodlawn's going to be tough. It's just. There's really for us every week. There's no check marks. You don't look on that schedule before the season and start checking marks. I mean, you're preparing for 1 week at a time. In our region, 3 years ago, all right, we lost 3 games by less than 4 points, and that was a pretty good team. And there was a good group of young men, and the ball didn't bounce our way. It might have been a kick return here, it might have been, and then the next year we learned to find a way in that competitive atmosphere against those tough region teams, the same people. We found a way, and then last year the ball didn't bounce our way a couple of times in those close games. A couple of them we found a way to earn a win, but in the region play, it's difficult. A lot of great athletes, good coaches, good schools, good communities, but people that want it, it means a lot to them. It's not any type of region that you can, again, walk in that week and think that you can't prepare for a battle or prepare for a very difficult football team, because each week when you play a region opponent, it's going to be a challenge.
Coach, we'll wind it up with this. Starting right here, about here, Boyd. That's fine, Boyd, please. Boyd, tell me who you lost to last year that you look on to get revenge on this year.
Pretty much everybody.
Pretty much everybody, all right?
But I say definitely Fort Payne,
Fort Payne.
and Leeds and Coleman.
Oh,
same thing Crew said. Everybody that beat us want to beat them this year.
okay. For Parker, I'm sorry.
I'm not one for giving out bulletin board material, but I mean, you look at it. I mean, we have 1, 2 two possession games. I mean, I think those are the most important ones, not necessarily the ones where you get blown out necessarily per se, but the very close games. I think those are always winnable if the ball bounces the right way, and I think those are the ones that we're looking forward to the most.
Eva?
I'm gonna have to agree with everyone on that, but the one that probably hurt the most was Minor.
Minor?
That was the last second game, and we had that one.
Coach, you want to give us some final comments, final thoughts?
Well, at the end of the day, these are fine young men. We've got a lot of fine young men on our football team. We've got 17 seniors. We can't bring everybody, but it's who the team voted to bring it. We've got 17 seniors. We've got 97 guys. So that means we've got 80 underclassmen. A lot of bigger classes coming up. The 9th, 10th, and 11th grades are large. We only had 11 seniors last year. But what I would say is probably the most important thing I can tell you before I leave here is the Jordan way. And I hope the Jordan way is what we do it every day, because the Jordan way is something that's went on for a long time prior to me, prior to any of the coaching staffs lately. It goes back to the Jimmy Trotter days. It goes back to an era where the Jordan way, we're going to compete on Friday nights for football games, but we're going to be people that, like they said earlier, Hopefully you know that 2 or 3 years down the road you have family members and people that are still supporting you in life, because I hope that's what they learn is the value of family, the value of the Jordan way, the value of the ability to stick together through hard times, because they're coming. Them hard times are coming. If these guys can learn the Jordan way and how to be a family, they're going to be good men one day. That's our last comment.
Thank you, Coach.